Have you ever wondered if our world is real? Some people today believe we might be living inside a giant computer program. This idea is called simulation theory. It suggests that everything we see, feel, and touch is part of a highly advanced simulation. Perhaps a future civilization created it to study their past. Or maybe it is just a very complex game. This idea has become popular because it feels a lot like the world we are building for ourselves. We spend so much time on our phones, in video games, and online. Our lives are filled with digital avatars and virtual worlds, making the idea of a simulated universe feel familiar and honestly, strangely comforting. This theory tells us more about ourselves than it does about the universe. Our minds are now conditioned by technology. We think in terms of systems, code, and data. When we look at the great mystery of existence, we try to explain it using the tools we know best. So, we imagine a grand programmer, a cosmic computer, and a master plan written in lines of code. The simulation theory is a modern myth. It takes the vast, untamed chaos of the cosmos and puts it into a box we can understand. It offers a sense of order in a world that often feels random and unpredictable, framing the sacred as something that can be calculated. The idea is compelling, but it is born from a specific way of thinking. It reflects our culture's deep fascination with control and information. We love the idea that reality can be hacked or decoded, that there is a cheat code to life. This mindset, however, creates a distance between us and the world around us. It turns the vibrant living world into a collection of objects and data points. The beautiful sunset becomes mere pixels on a screen. The warmth of a hug becomes a set of programmed sensations. We begin to see ourselves as separate players inside a game, rather than an integral part of a living, breathing whole. This feeling of separation is at the heart of the simulation argument. It imagines a clear line between the simulator and the simulated, the creator and the creation. But is this division real? Think about a moment when you felt truly connected to something. Perhaps it was watching the ocean waves crash against the shore, or feeling the quiet peace of a forest. In those moments, the feeling of being a separate self looking at an outside world often melts away. You are not just observing the scene, you become part of it. This experience hints that the separation we feel every day might just be a habit of our minds. We love to create maps and models to understand our world. Science gives us incredible tools to do this. A physicist can describe the laws of gravity that keep our feet on the ground. A biologist can explain the complex chemical reactions happening inside a single cell. These models are powerful and incredibly useful. They allow us to build bridges, cure diseases, and explore the stars. But we must always remember a simple truth. The map is not the territory. A map of a forest can show you the paths and rivers, but it cannot convey the smell of the pine needles or the sound of the wind in the trees. The simulation theory is just another kind of map. It is an intellectual model that tries to explain the whole of existence. But like any model, it is a simplification. It leaves out the most important part, the direct, intimate experience of being alive. No scientific formula can capture the feeling of joy when you hear your favorite song. No computer code can truly replicate the taste of a fresh strawberry. Our experience of life is always richer, deeper, and more mysterious than any description of it. We get so lost in our theories and ideas that we forget to look at the reality that is right in front of our eyes. This is where even our most advanced science runs into a beautiful mystery. The deeper we look into the nature of reality, the more questions we find. In the world of quantum physics, scientists discovered that the very act of observing a particle can change its behavior. It seems the observer is not separate from what is being observed. Neuroscience can map the activity in our brains when we see the color red, but it can never find the experience of redness itself inside our neurons. Science is brilliant at describing the container, but it cannot find the contents. The unknown is not a puzzle we will one day solve, it is the very field in which our knowledge grows. This points to a profound truth about our existence. We are not just machines made of flesh and bone, living inside a mechanical universe. We are not just avatars walking through a pre-programmed world. Our theories fall short because they try to explain consciousness from the outside, as if it were just another object. But our consciousness is not an object. It is the space in which everything appears. It is the light by which we see the world. Instead of being a character in a simulation, what if we are the screen on which the entire simulation is being projected? This changes everything. Let us consider a different idea, one that is both ancient and revolutionary. What if consciousness is not something the brain produces, like a computer producing an image? What if instead, consciousness is the fundamental foundation of reality itself? Imagine consciousness as a vast, endless ocean. Everything we experience, our thoughts, our feelings, the physical world, the stars in the sky, are like waves appearing on the surface of this ocean. The brain does not create the ocean, it is more like a radio receiver, tuning into the waves of consciousness and translating them into our personal experience of life. This idea, known as idealism, suggests that we have it all backward. We think we are a small self, a little body, looking out at a big, separate world. But in reality, we are the awareness in which the body and the world appear. You have never experienced anything outside of your own awareness. You have never touched a real, solid table. You have only ever experienced the sensation of touch in your consciousness. You have never seen a real, external sun. You have only ever experienced the perception of light and warmth within your own mind. The entire universe, for you, happens within you. This is not just a philosophical trick. It is a direct description of our experience, moment to moment. The feeling of being is always here. It is the silent, aware background to every thought, every sound, and every sight. We are so focused on the waves, the drama of our lives, our worries, our plans, that we forget we are the ocean. The core shift in understanding is this. You are not a person who has awareness. You are awareness that is temporarily appearing as a person. This realization does not require complex theories or advanced technology. It only asks you to notice what is already true. From this perspective, our bodies are not just biological machines or avatars in a game. Our body is a sacred doorway to experience. It is the place where the formless ocean of awareness takes on a beautiful, temporary form. Instead of trying to escape the body or transcend it, we can learn to inhabit it more fully. Feel the simple sensation of your breath moving in and out. Feel the aliveness humming in your hands and feet. This is embodied awareness. It is through the body that we can feel our deepest connection to the whole of existence, realizing that the world is not happening to you, but in you. The constant search for a final answer can be a trap. Whether we are looking for a grand unified theory in physics or a cosmic programmer in simulation theory, our minds are always seeking. We are restlessly looking for a neat explanation that will finally make sense of it all. We believe that if we just gain enough knowledge, if we just figure out the ultimate secret, we will finally be at peace. But what if this constant searching is the very thing that keeps us from finding what we are looking for? The truth might not be a piece of information we can acquire. The real answer may be much simpler and closer than any theory. It is found in the simple act of being present. It is in the quiet, living awareness that is here right now, before you start thinking about it. Think of a time you were completely absorbed in an activity. Maybe you were painting, or playing music, or simply walking in nature. In those moments, the search for meaning falls away. The mind becomes quiet. You are not trying to figure life out, you are simply living it. This is not an escape from reality, it is a return to what is most real. The beauty of the universe is not a problem to be solved, it is a reality to be experienced. The purpose of life may not be to decode the simulation, but to simply enjoy the show, to feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, to taste the sweetness of a piece of fruit, to hear the laughter of someone you love. These simple, direct experiences are the substance of life. They are not less real than a scientific equation, they are infinitely more real, because they are happening to you right now. Our theories and models are like fingers pointing to the moon. We can get so obsessed with the finger that we forget to look at the moon itself. Ultimately, the deepest reality may not be found in a computer, a lab, or a book. It is found in the stillness that lies beneath our busy minds. It is the simple, profound joy of being. The invitation is to gently let go of the search. Stop trying to figure everything out. Rest in the quiet, open awareness that you already are. This is where the real mystery and magic of life unfold. The universe is not a puzzle to be solved from the outside. It is a living presence that we are all a part of. We are not just in the universe, we are the universe experiencing itself.